Greetings, I'm Mark with Unlimited Story, a channel dedicated to writing, world building, marketing, and most importantly, getting things done. If that's interesting to you, consider hitting up our website, unlimited-story.com. In this episode, I am going to be covering episode number 5 of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It was a wonderful episode. I'm really pumped about the grand finale, so let's get to it. Sit tight and we'll get to it. All right, and welcome back. So if you're new to this, I'm going to be covering the episodes as if it was a beta reading, so I'm just going to get started. What episode did I watch? Number 5. What are my initial thoughts? Great. I mean, hey, look, I've been waiting for this for a while. Sam and Bucky can finally be, BFFs now. It wasn't done in the way I was expecting, but I mean, doesn't mean it was bad. In fact, here's the thing. There's really no reason why Bucky and Sam couldn't be friends to begin with. The only thing holding them back was Bucky being a little salty that Sam didn't keep the shield, and Sam being salty because he's like, I don't want this shield. It's my choice, blah, blah, blah. That was really the only thing holding them back. It's not like they hate each other. It's not like Bucky killed Sam's parents. So there's nothing like that. So in the end, thought it was great. They finally got to be BFFs, and now the pieces are lined up for the grand finale, so now I can sit back and just enjoy episode number 6. What was my favorite part? Typically fight scenes are not my favorite, but in this case it is. The fight between Sam and Bucky and Walker was just way too good. There's a lot happening that was said even without the fight, just emotionally and verbally, just a lot was happening, okay? But really, the big part about this fight scene was the symbolism involved. So first off, of course, Walker went for kill shots on Bucky and Sam. Sam got his wings ripped off, which I thought was like, whoa, there is no way he just did that. So that was mind-blowing. There was this awesome, I cannot believe it, they broke Walker's arm. That was amazing. And then to finish it all off, they did this WWE move where Bucky lifts him up and Sam just slams him with the shield. These are amazing things, and I'm really glad that it went that way. So definitely my favorite part, because I know after I watched it, I was like, I'm done. I don't even need to watch the rest of this episode to be happy. What was my least favorite part? It definitely was the part where Elaine from Seinfeld showed up. And I know it's my own fault because I cannot detach that actress from that character. But aside from that, I found the character to be incredibly annoying, intrusive, and I just kept saying to myself, there's no way this would be happening. Okay, Walker would not let this lady just randomly sit between him and his wife. And on top of it, she just butted into their conversation. I was just like, no, this feels forced. I don't like it. It didn't seem right. It was just happening because it had to happen. So not happy, not a good scene. Took me out of the experience of what I was watching. Is there anything unclear or confusing? No. I think everything's really good right now. I am very happy with what they're doing. They pretty much cleared everything up. I mean, the stuff that you wouldn't know is oh, hey, for sure this is what's going to happen. But obviously they're going to leave some type of surprise for the the grand finale. There's got to be some stuff that you don't know. So otherwise, there's nothing that's just confusing. Oh, I don't understand why this works or this doesn't. What are my thoughts on the main characters? What's there to say? They're BFFs. I love it. I've been waiting for it. Good job. And since we're talking about main characters, I just want to see Bucky date Sam's sister. I don't know why. I think it's cute. I think it'd be great. They're tiny little bit of flirt, and especially the way Sam responds to it. Now I want to see it. That's it.
Guys, look, I'd love to keep this up, but I've only got one job here today, and I got to impress Mr. Stark. So I'm really sorry. What?
You couldn't have done that earlier?
I hate you.
What are my thoughts on other characters? Well, I don't really know what else to say. They took Zemo away. I have a very, very hard time believing that there's any chance of him coming back for the grand finale. I just don't believe it. I mean, I would love it, but I just don't see it happening. Walker, obviously, he's going way off the deep end. That little scene at the end where he's making his own shield. How does that shield even work? It's gonna be a piece of junk. Whatever, dude. Just make your stupid shield. So there's a lot going on. I mean, obviously Sharon's doing some stuff, you know, Carly, everyone's basically planning on being there for this big government, you know, pact thing. So, I mean, everyone's playing their roles. Everything looks good. Nothing out of the ordinary, nothing that blew me away. I was pretty happy overall. Is there anything else I wanted to see from this episode? Yes, and it was everything from Isaiah Bradley. I knew from the first time they brought Isaiah in that him and Sam would somehow interact. Like, I was really, really expecting it. And I was really let down because, so Sam is supposed to be this really good, I don't know, negotiator. Like, to me, that is the aspect about him that was very Steve Rogers. Like, he wasn't just the guy who's going to kill somebody. He wanted to talk. And he wanted to get to know people and, you know, create relationships. And I think that's really great, okay? So I saw him go to Isaiah Bradley, and they're talking, and they're going over, you know, what does it mean to be Captain America, you know, the symbolism, you know, all the history and all that jazz. I wanted to see Sam get to him. And maybe it'll come up in the future. I don't really know. And I don't know what I was even expecting. Maybe I was just hoping that Isaiah Bradley and Sam would like hug, but I was hoping by the end of it that Isaiah wasn't just still the same person. He didn't change. There was no arc change for him, and that sucks. I just really wanted more out of that interaction. What do you expect to happen next? Well, it's the grand finale, so everyone's going to come together, and it's going to be this kind of free-for-all thing. I expect Carly to be double-crossed by somebody. You know, it looks like that she's getting set up by that LAF guy. But whatever the case, Sam is going to try to save her. Otherwise, she'll die. But she will probably die in the end. And in the end, that means, you know, the flag smasher type people will see that Sam is really a good guy, and not everyone, with whether it's the United States or the government or whatever you want to say, is bad. And hopefully that takes the flag smashers down to not being, you know, terroristy type people. I assume Walker is going to go rogue. He'll show up, he'll survive, and he'll continue to do, I don't know, crazy ex-Captain America stuff. And then also I expect Sam and Bucky to become tag team champions of the world. How much did I enjoy the chapter? I'm going to give it a 9 because I found myself really enjoying pretty much the whole episode. If it wasn't for that one scene with Elaine, I might even give it a 10. I just found myself really enjoying the whole episode. I mean, the beginning just, you know, blew me away because I was super pumped after that. And then I just felt like, hey, I'm coming along for the ride, and everything is just pretty much dandy. And now how excited am I for the next episode? Also a 9. I can't wait to see it. It's built up a lot of great momentum. Maybe I'll even give it a 10. I'm just pumped. I really want to see it, and I'm ready to go. Is there anything else I want to add? I'm pretty sure Carly and basically everyone on her team is going to die. Since no one on her team has an arc, you know, I've seen that big bald dude and there's like a shorter gal. You know, since none of them have basically said anything of value, I'm assuming they're going to die. The only one flag smasher that I think is going to live is that dude with the sweet dark hair. I expect him to live and probably do something of value. I don't know what it is, but I assume he's going to do something. Maybe, just maybe, he'll still be around and he'll end up being the grandson of Bucky's, you know, apartment buddy. I'm just going to go with that. I've been guessing it all season, so I'm hoping I'm right. Do you have anything else to add? If so, put it in the comments or hit me up on Discord. Consider subscribing or at least watching another one of my videos that YouTube recommends. Peace.